Yeah, but I have 0 room now.
Yeah, this and look at the thing. I'm barely on the line.
Yeah, you just need to be there a little.
I can go like this and my head's gone.
Yeah, so I can go like this and my head's gone.
Yeah,
You go behind
he'll be
Kyle.
going behind
I go
me.
off the camera.
Yeah, but we have about the same amount of body on screen.
We have the same
where
amount
is
of
it? And almost
Draft
a trap back
links.
here.
Start round
Jillian
one.
panels went live.
Yes, that is correct. It is starting right now. How you doing tonight, fellas?
Hey!
I hope he's still in the room.
All right. So here's the observer URL. I can't seem to tab. Oh. Observer.
I'm ready for this. East
So
Coast
home
Feeders
team
versus
is
Onslaught.
East Coast Feeders. So this is East Coast Feeders.
You have to click the name.
Yes, I know. I clicked the wrong spot.
Actually, 1 jelly, 2 pals. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're pals.
He's the jelly.
The floating head is jelly.
Yep, I am the floating jelly.
It's hard to see the floating head with the cherry league match there.
Onslaught.
You already put the observer in.
No, that's kind of for me. Otherwise, I can't really observe it now, can I?
Well, maybe you shouldn't be a bad player and had it done.
Shut up, Kevin.
He's still in the room.
You guys are so friggin' lame.
Oh,
Kevin, could you fix that tiny corner?
We're really big
Not
Happy
that.
Days enthusiasts.
It's the bang, actual screen. Who would be a good first pick?
I don't know if we should say that kind of stuff. I don't know.
why is your hand black? It's
Why is my
because
hand
it's
black?
invisible.
Yeah, it's invisible. It can even black out this guy's face.
Good first picks are always the same kind of people. Nova always.
Nova's the best.
I'm 100% in agreement here. Nova's pretty much the best first pick. Oh, I'm off the screen. I mean, I can't think of a better pick. Maybe
KT Ben. pretty
Gaslow.
low. Well, maybe Gaslow, yes.
In seriousness,
KT ban.
let's talk Lime.
Banning them from themselves, the East Coast Feeders.
Sometimes, so maybe
They
they
want
just
something
really
else.
don't
They
want
don't want to lock themselves
KT.
in.
Nah, they don't,
False
That
sets are good
happens.
they
pick.
don't want to deal with it. I don't blame them.
Let me see if I can adjust the camera.
They can be looking for all kinds of people. They can be looking at Li Ming. They can be looking at Tassadar, Illidan, Falstaff.
I don't know.
Sonya.
I don't know if Illidan would be a good first pick though.
No, not necessarily. You usually want them. You're gonna want Tassadar
Rhaegar.
and Tassadar.
You hear Zagara is a fat ass. What are my thoughts? Well, what are your thoughts, Kevin? Is Zagara a fat ass?
If she doesn't have creep, yes.
Pretty much,
She
yeah.
is so slow without creep.
I like a fat ass, but that's just me.
All right, Onslaught coming in, using a little bit of their pool time, deciding they're just going to take both mages out of the game here. So definitely very conventional start here.
Yeah, we see this a lot.
And what do you think? Who's pretty much going to be the first pick here? You got a lot of good picks. There's Tassadar still on the field. Oh,
Murden,
Murden,
first pick.
great.
Lock it
Just
in their tank they want.
great tank. All right, the camera is still messed up. There we go. That should fix it.
Oh, like Nova and Tracer ass. I know what you mean.
I don't know. Fonzie's saying Nova's got a small ass. Tracer, though, she got that ass.
Oh, it's kind of tiny. It's tight.
Mm,
Kind of like that Stitches ass. That's what I'm into.
That's an
What are
ass.
you talking about?
All right.
Cho'Gall.
Falstad pick. That's nice. Maybe a Rhaegar pick here, or a Tassadar, or maybe another front. Maybe a Sonya. That depends on what you value.
Yeah. I mean, now, is there somebody here with Falstad that you guys think you want to have as a priority because they're not getting another pick before the bans?
I'd take one of the two supports and Tassadar
Yeah,
Rhaegar.
I'd grab your support here.
Yeah.
One of the power supports. Lily's always best pick though. Kind of like Nova.
Pretty much.
The Lilies.
All right, Onslaught dipping into their pool time. They've definitely probably done some research here, it looks like. Just really being considerate of what East Coast feeders could pick. That Murden pick really leaves East Coast feeders very open.
Hey!
Fonzie Gaming with the follow. Thank you very much, my friend. We really appreciate that.
And there's
Welcome
the
to the
Rhaegar.
Horses
The
Stable.
Rhaegar pick, I like it. Solid pick. Now 2 picks for them. I would want, I don't know, I'd take Sonya. I just take it. Or Thor, depends on what you value.
And
Hey.
killed by me 66 with
Thank
another
you.
follow. Thank you, my friend. Welcome to the Horses Stable. We
Much
hope you guys
appreciated.
appreciate it.
So what would you take here, Kelly?
It's interesting because I'm kind of with you. I really like the Sonya pick here. She's very powerful on the map. Ooh, Lunara, great. You know, Lunara is another one great for vision, like Zagara before. The biggest thing is she's really squishy.
Yeah,
so that
already has the start of a nice front line.
She does. Now, let's see. With the Lunara pick, what do you think here? Now, they could go something like Medic, pick up some Stim Drone, try and give her a little bit of an extra damage boost.
I don't like the Medic, especially with the false knight able to go behind them.
I don't like her this
early. They can take Thrall if it's not banned out, or Sonya just to get on it. There's so many counters to a Medic, it's hard to take.
Yeah, it really is.
I think probably Tassadar or Luther would be good picks right now.
Or Sonya or Thrall, your front line of choice, because that can be banned out. It depends on what you prioritize.
Definitely.
Even Greymane.
So are we boobs or ass people? Oh wait, quick. as I go for the comment, Jimmy gets picked. Now Jimmy is an interesting pick.
I'm a Jimmy person.
We'll talk about that real quick and we'll get right back to that question. I kind of like Jimmy in that he does synergize really well with Lunara, giving her the attack speed. Same thing with Murden. But that does leave them very, now they really have to prioritize playing a game and protect the carry.
They have two people who have no escapes now.
Doesn't Tassadar look so good on that team, though? If
right now.
And there goes the medic ban.
That just says, Stim. Yep, Stim Drone is really good on that team.
Yeah, but I still like Tassadar shields.
Well, we got a question, team, while we wait out for East Coast Feeder's ban. Boobs or ass? Mr. Mailman?
I like both. You can't go wrong. I can't choose. It's like asking to choose between, steak and, chicken. I love both.
All right, fair. Mr. Dragon?
Pubes. All about them pubes.
I thought he said pubes. He's a pubes
All about the pubes!
I just like a nice big bush. She can have tiny titties and a tiny ass.
Alright, back to the draft.
Fears a bush.
Back to the draft. What are these picks going to be? They have to pick up a frontliner of some kind here, whether it's a tank or...
Alright, I like the ban of Johanna here. It really does limit the tank pool now,
Leoric would actually be a good pick right now.
It could be, but I don't know if I want to pick Leoric into Lunara and Jimmy. That's a lot for him to have to get through, even with his E.
Abathur.
Now, there's an interesting pick.
Sky Temple Abathur, that can work. You always have to sit around the points, gives him time to split push. And that clone can always just change a fight. But who's the clone target right? They're going to want a good clone target. Maybe Greymane or Sonya?
I think
Falstaff's not a bad clone target.
It's not bad,
but you always
want something a little more powerful.
Another option. I think it might be Greymane. I mean, it could be Thrall still.
Or Sonya. There's plenty of...
So they could even go tankless and go, not necessarily tankless, but
Illidan.
rather tankless.
They can go...
No.
I think right now, though.
I think Sonya would fit a little better.
ETC.
All right, ETC
They got a couple good cancels on the team so far, but ETC, even without Mosh Pit's a good pick.
Do we like Bush or Dahaka? Well, let's just say we're very big Dahaka fans here. We really like a bit of Bush.
That's in response.
I know.
If I could play Dahaka every game, I would.
Everyone loves
This is our Bush hunter over here, Mr. Mailman.
I'll steal Dahaka from
it's
you
amazing.
One day.
I am our Team Dahaka player, Kevin.
No.
You have to deal with that.
No,
I see you play Dahaka, and you just I can't get out. You're automatically in.
I am in. That's my excuse to disengage.
All right, so East Coast Feeders here, down to their last two picks. Dipping into their pool time, okay. Down under 30 seconds, now down to 20 seconds. Now, they're in an interesting position, because they definitely want more things to stop ETC. Artanis will definitely do it.
Another front line.
Artanis doesn't do it.
Great pick.
Swap just moves it.
Oh, you're right. That's actually my mistake.
He go Purifier and say you're gonna die in there. It's not CC. It's just displacement.
I thought displacement.
He'll keep rocking out. I mean, he could swap him so his team gets out.
Yeah,
so if you do it from the right spot, it's actually better than stopping because you force him to be stuck in there with no one. But it does not stop the Mosh.
They already have two very reliable sources.
Now, that does leave them really susceptible to the ETC. Only Jimmy and Murden can stop it. Jimmy is a very reliable
Jimmy at level 13, though, can take Relentless Leader. And that pushes him back, and that automatically stops it.
Only if that actually does get to trigger it.
If he's in, and it can trigger it, yes. But that's a great counter to it. But that's all the way to 13.
I actually think Jaina's a good pick right now for Onslaught, and I don't like Jaina right now. She doesn't do enough.
We saw a good Jaina yesterday by Team Huckin' Spears.
Yeah, we did, and I'm
They
kind
didn't
of in
win, but
agreement.
it was some good rings.
She's
Yeah.
a good clone target. Ring it on a Mosh is easy, and just
It's-
even if you don't ring, you just there's her combo on Mosh.
Artanis and Murden will be able to flank around them, though, if they don't have another good frontliner like Thrall. That's just my opinion, though.
I don't know. I think if I don't go with Jaina, it might be Thrall or Greymane. I think those are the best picks.
Zool, okay. I
that's-
didn't even think about Zool, to be honest.
It's an
What
interesting
were we
pick,
thinking?
He
but
can
There's
stop
only
Artanis
Zool.
in his block.
There is only Zool.
the only reason I wasn't sure I wanted to go Zool here is because I feel like they already kind of limited some of their damage a little bit with having Falstad as their main guy. He does a lot of damage, but he's not necessarily like a hyper carry. So, I don't know. It definitely could be
We don't
interesting.
need other mobile references here.
Are you talking about hyper carry? It's just a generic term.
I just really want to slap him.
He can't slap me.
I can.
Don't rub my invisible body.
I like to rub your invisible body. Can you see me? My hand's floating. Alright, this game, I'm excited for this. This is some interesting comps we got. Abathur Zool. And we got
I like how we
Artanis
can
Lunar
see-
here.
1, 2, 3, 4 names, and then just nothing about who Karazim is.
That's because
What
he's
are you talking about?
mysterious.
He's
Karazim.
He's Karazim.
mysterious.
That's all that matters.
Alright, so it looks like
Just
we're going to be
waiting on
waiting a
someone.
couple minutes.
That's okay.
Somebody's got to probably use the restroom quick. Definitely always want to get that out of the way before your match. You don't want to pull a mailman strat.
It's a good strategy, though. I always seem to win when I have to urinate.
I don't know about that.
I'd put it at maybe like
80%? Yeah. You
For-
give me,
like
give me a good
45%.
80%. Give me a good 80%. I'm the carry of the team.
I give him 60.
Can you make a request? Yeah, what's up, man?
We do not sell good old Kevin over here, though.
Well,
I don't know if the
that
money's good
depend-
enough, maybe.
Yeah. Even Kevin's willing to sell himself at a good price.
I really need my drink. I really think there's something like that over here.
That's a mistake, isn't it, bud?
Oh my god. What did I do, stream? What did I do?
Change my shirt? Well, I'm actually not able to really change my shirt. This is actually a full Green Man suit.
Put your hand over your face.
Yeah,
Show.
that's why you can't see my hands.
Put your hand to your face. Like, over your face. Like,
Floating heads.
yeah,
on
come
his
on. Just
4K.
put your...
Well, I do apologize about that.
He's committed at this point.
Yeah. It's definitely a one or the other situation with this kind of suit.
This is happening.
Oh, God damn it.
What are you doing now?
He's going to get his drink.
Should have done that in the beginning.
Shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy.
Yeah, I thought it was
Oh, ruining green screens.
ooh, just an idea. I could get naked. Ooh.
Not
No,
a good
no,
idea.
we're out.
We want to stay on Switch.
Steve, just go. Well, if that's even a possibility, we're out.
That's for the My Free Cams later. Same username. Look for Jelly and Pals later on tonight.
There won't be any pals, though.
There won't be any pals.
won't be
You'll
any
be my
pals.
pal
Oh, looks
later.
like you just took a quick poop, is what the lobby is telling us. I hope it was a good poop.
Well, you always hope for that. Nobody wants a bad one.
No. It's a nightmare. Cap of pride.
Alright, so loading into this, we have Team Eastern Feeders on the left side as the blue team. We've got Rue on Karazim, Titch on Murden. Let's see, what do you think? How do you think you pronounce that? Zayasif?
Got me.
I'm gonna go with Zayasif on Artanis.
Zysov.
Mizorski on Raynor and Archer on Lunara.
Oh.
And for Team Onslaught, we've got Falstad on Chechen. Or Chechen on Falstad. Put that backwards.
False that on Chechen.
Malistar on
You really are a
Abathur.
weird
Erd
guy.
on ETC.
ERD.
Honk Hunter 08. Or is that Hank Hunter?
It's honk.
It is Honk
It's
Hunter.
O.
Okay. I'm making sure I see that right. Honk Hunter on Rhaegar and Zarstein on Zool.
I don't really see how East Coast Feeders could lose if they have Archer. If FX has anything, Archer just doesn't lose.
Yeah, he's very lucky.
We're talking
True.
about it's
So they have a
just
lucky
it's just
Lenard.
drunk skill.
He admits it's a lot of luck. You got to see the later seasons.
I was caught up to like maybe a season and a half ago.
Well, now he's starting to admit it's luck. You got to watch him. Oh, I love
Waiting
that
for
show.
them to be done to just
All right.
binge watch, like I did with Game of Thrones.
Alright. So, Eastern Feeders looking like they're just going to stack up 5 mid, but we've got over here on the other side, on the red team, Onslaught, just saying, we're going to make sure we're in all 3 lanes to start here. Zool making sure he goes down bot lane. Falstad looking like he's going to fly over here to this Vision, so that's pretty good for them. They are going to get this Temple first. That is a nice little advantage for them.
But they're placing mines to be a nuisance.
Abbott leading the game in hero damage.
Early lead.
Alright. Let's see. Any interesting talents to start off? We see that Falstad, he's going for that Hammerang build, so that's good. I mean, no Mana Monk. I'm kind of disappointed.
Artanis went Seasoned Marksman.
Artanis with the Seasoned Marksman. Now, that is
He's
going to be
looking to
interesting.
carry later.
He's just looking to be big damage later, and that is going to be pretty good against an Abathur comp. That's going to really help them in the times that Abathur doesn't have Clone Up.
He's going for that Bruiser style build. All you're going to need is to sustain with him with the shield talents, and you're going to be damaging. A little skirmish here.
Little
Not
skirmish.
much damage getting done. ETC pushing away.
Team Eastern Feeders just saying, let's make sure we put on the pressure onto one big lane here. They're probably going to look to take that mid temple.
I think we should send out their bot now just to get more pressure bot lane when everyone has to rotate up.
Yeah,
especially with Zool, that's a lot of push.
Exactly. It'll help them, especially if they get that lane pushed out a little early. They might...
A lot of damage coming on the ETC there.
Ooh.
He's going to an early tap.
An early tap is really going to be hard,
He's
especially
not
that was
during the fight of the temple.
And now Rhaegar's already down to half health thanks to that half mana down for that skirmish in the beginning. Ooh, and Artanis dying down to Falstad up here. That's really unfortunate right as the temple spawns. So that'll be really big for them. That lets Falstad pretty much freely go up there and just contest this temple all on his own.
And they might even be able to contest this for a second, but
after
like
saying maybe Zool didn't come up, so
yeah. So
it's right now it's just
ETC
just getting poked down.
That's okay.
Yeah, as long as Jimmy isn't responding, it's okay for Zool to stay down there, I think. Because Abathur really can't safely soak that, body soak that, so it won't really matter, just... Pardon me.
Looks like they're going up just to soak lanes.
Yeah, Artanis came
That's
mid,
a smart decision.
just said, let's get the pressure off. So
Looks like we're
Falstad...
ganking Artanis.
Ooh,
Or,
interesting.
nope, just ETC wanted it.
Yeah.
Well, not as much capitalization I think he could have got there. But
Follow-up would have possibly killed him.
it looks like the other team rotated the safe way. Alright. Just clearing some lanes here. It's Jimmy and Zool just going at it at the bottom. Not too much happening. Zool probably winning the lane a little bit.
Yeah, I do agree. Falstad maybe should have definitely... Well, I shouldn't say maybe should have definitely. Most likely I would have said that he should have if he didn't feel safe, but he did get that kill, and he did still have full health, so he definitely should have pushed up that lane before getting on the point. It would have helped, especially because it would have just meant extra pressure on this wall to alleviate even just some turret shots. Or, I mean, temple shots.
And some XP. A little extra XP that they did miss.
Yeah, they did miss that. You can't be all the way up here and really get any wave that's over here. Alright, the blue team looking to make sure they keep just putting pressure on this mid lane. They're already up to the fort. They've got it back down a quarter. So that's nice. Zool keeping this lane nice and pressured up.
Looks even right there.
It looks pretty even, but you can see here there's already a decent chunk of damage on these two buildings.
But there's no shots.
There's nothing
left
on this.
Oh, Jimmy's not going to be able to push out the lane, but Jimmy's doing a good job of keeping him at bay.
Ooh, this is a nice gank here. Oh,
nice job by Falstad and Zool.
Jimmy didn't even have the E.
Right before the 7.
Look at the mines there too, looking for the people rotating.
Yep.
I love it.
Oh,
nice
that
guy.
Yeah, but he's the one who can take it. He's the one who can take that.
Alright,
He'll right back up.
Red team just looking to clear mid,
mines
clear
everywhere.
top.
I love it.
Just now, ETC definitely not really going to do too much up here in this lane. Not really great at clearing lane.
Well, one of the worst in the game.
Yeah, I would 100% agree on that. We both.
And the mine kills the wisp. The most important kill a mine gets is the wisp.
I would pretty much agree on that. The vision is so good. All right, let's see what we got going on down here on the
Neither
bottom.
team starting bruisers.
Zool just pushing a lane, not caring about the Murden.
Yeah, Jimmy is over here taking the siege camp. Neither team taking bruisers before this camp goes. So Abathur already being up here and getting to body soak and push up with his passive is actually going to be really, really big, especially that they've already got this so damaged.
Yeah, he can maybe potentially take that depending on how long this
His
lasts.
team needs to stall here, though.
Yeah,
And that's hard to do without heroics, especially.
Now Falstad is actually right over here on Artanis, taking him out. He's almost got him. He's down to almost, and
This
there it
Falstad
is.
with the hats have been taking on this Artanis.
This Artanis is really feeling the punishment this game from that Falstad.
EGC went in a little too early.
Yeah,
Power
sliding out, but he's
getting
damage in that
jumped.
position, and a little bit of a late cleanse.
I am
FPS
at
plummeting for
yeah,
no reason.
3 FPS. Let me see if I can fix that real quick, because I have no idea why I'm having FPS issues. I'm gonna say that right there was probably it.
Alright, so right now it looks like blue team's just zoning them out. But red team's keeping up with an XP advantage because they're up there. Let's see what the top's going on.
Yeah,
He's
let's see.
just taking the fort.
Yeah,
No,
getting a
not
lot
really-
of pressure.
Yeah, not doing too much just yet. But definitely
Still
making
applying
sure
pressure. Looks like
withering-
they're just grabbing siege.
Yeah, they are gonna grab siege here, and
Okay.
it's not gonna do too much. But
They're all here to
it is
respond.
just a nice little extra bit of
Damage.
XP.
East Coast
Damage.
feeders have about a quarter level lead.
Pushing them off there for it.
Now let's see, what do we got here? Now, Lunara went actually for the damage talent. She didn't take Nature's Culling. Now, what do you think about that?
With their comp, they don't have the greatest of wave clear they can clear, but it takes them a little time. I would have taken Nature's Calling to make the fast rotates.
I think I agree on that. I don't think they needed that extra damage, especially since Artanis already took Season Marksman
And-
to get the extra damage.
and Jimmy.
And they already had Jimmy.
Rogues coming in.
Now we got the suppression pulse here, so he didn't go. He went for the blinds, which is really good against
Falstad
Falstad
and
and Zool.
Very.
Great against pretty much their entire team because they're going to be relying a lot on that auto attack damage. But
Even when they
definitely
clone, they
interesting
will be
because ETC, it is like you were saying before. Pure Fire Beam is so good against Mosh Pit ETC.
I think the blind would be better here than that, but it's an interesting thought.
Let's see, any other interesting ults? Hyperion, rather standard. We got Skeletal Mages from Zool.
Ult's going down somewhere.
Ooh, Artanis falling top lane to
To
that
two
clone.
false deads.
Two
One false
stats
stats
is just so
you can deal with,
devastating.
but two false stats it's hard to deal with. A lot of damage going on the murder. He's just gonna leap away.
Team Onslaught
Saving
really
their
taking
force.
advantage of their Abathur here.
Yeah, getting a little bit of an XP lead now.
Yeah, they've been doing great this game on using that. Lunara's been good. She's been definitely using her Wisp to help control vision a little bit where they can.
Mines.
She has cleared some mines with it. We've seen that a couple times where the mines are both spawning on it and she's running them into it.
I like the mine placements here.
I do. The Abathur has definitely got some great mind control. He's got it in good choke points. He's keeping vision in the brushes. So he's also not only just he's keeping the vision, the map lit up for his team. He's also giving himself some great mobility.
I agree.
All right, and this time now we do have the top and bot shrines this time, but they do opt to take the bruisers this time instead of just letting them hang out and sit there. So that's going to be pretty good.
But you can take these buildings before they go to the top point.
Yes, definitely.
Don't waste the tower shots on buildings that are free to take with bruisers, but
Yep, especially
But
like
they're
you
gonna-
said, not
they're-
just
they're
what
gonna
they're free
do
to
it
take,
anyway.
but they're free to take with bruisers already. So now this is just 5
Wasted
shots, 6
shots.
shots that they just put into that when they could have just manually pushed that down.
Yes.
Abathur sitting over here
But
soaking
they're
the mid
still
lane.
soaking every lane. So they're getting a lot of XP here with the app. They're trying to get ahead, get to that level 13 and 16 where it's just a lot of power from an Abathur.
Yep, and now the blue team has split to respond to this. You've got Lunara up here up top, making sure she's clearing this. Now she's kind of feeling the wrath of not having that Nature's Culling, but hopefully, we'll see a
see
lot of
team
damage
fights.
coming out of her. She does
Yeah.
have Thornwood Vine both for team fights and to help increase her wave clear even without a Nature's Culling. We see a little skirmish here, just getting a little bit of damage onto ETC, letting blue team try and get themselves pressured out, so only the temple was hitting this. Now, the temple didn't get as much damage as it could have. They could have had this almost down about around a quarter if they'd had those extra shots.
What did Artanis go at 4 and 7? Are those the Q talents?
Yes, those are the Q talents.
He's going for really damaging build, and that's why maybe
Those are the
he's
ones
regretting
you-
the damage.
Those are the ones you go for shields.
Yeah, you do go those for shields because then later on you take the shield talents at 13 and 16.
Okay.
So he's going for the tankier build now.
Yeah, he's going for the.
But this is I'm not sure. I'm.
Tongue-tied.
Would you have taken reactive parry?
I think I might have. I think especially because he already took pulse to say that he's respecting the auto attacks, and he
Nothing
could have
saving your
definitely.
Tannis.
Yeah, this is definitely getting him killed. But I think the reactive parry might have actually been able to help him out a little bit earlier, sustaining in that lane against Falstad.
Yeah, I agree.
And the clone just getting as much value as possible,
clone-
just running
it's a
up,
clone
saying,
Azul.
"I'm just going to tank," and
And
it
with
doesn't
Siege and
matter.
double wave here, it looks like.
Oh, that's so good. Two Clone Azul and Zul. Passive proc twice per minion.
That is so good. And we're getting a little engaged here.
Hyperion
Maybe that
comes
was
the
part
down.
of their
Hyperion
strategy
coming
with the cloning Zul as a push.
Ooh, and nice
Ancestral coming
Ancestral.
out, saving
Falstad
Zul.
getting down low, about half health.
Just need to walk away from the Hyperion.
Yeah.
Clone's down. It's going to be
About half
over
damage
four.
onto the fort though, so some nice damage done. Gonna
Did
be
get
good
some
for
nice
shots.
damage, and red team did get a kill out of that, so that was really good for them. No building, like we said, only about half
Abathur's
health, but
body
that's still a
something.
good XP advantage. Abathur's a little up here. They do know they had vision of him, so
He's
he is
back
there.
Right now.
But it's let's
Falstad
see,
going
Falstad
up the
flying
Gank
up.
on Zul. Gank on Zul in the bot
Gank
lane.
on Zul in the bot lane. You are correct. And I don't think Zul's gonna make it out here. They've got
I see,
the
they
slows,
missed
they've
the
got
stun.
ooh.
But he's got the body blocks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Best CC in
That's
the
too
game.
much damage.
And there it
Yeah,
is.
you can't stop the body block, CC.
Body blocks are the
So
best
good.
CC. Alright, so Artan is excuse me, looking to just clear this lane, get himself his team closer. They are, no matter how this game has gone, they're down a bit. Red team is currently down a building, but they're actually still up in XP. Now that is XP that blue team can make up.
It's mostly from the 3-kill event lead that they have.
Yeah.
Although
Going on,
ETC's
ETC just pushing him away.
Yeah, Falstad's definitely got to get
Falstad,
out there. He's got his E to
wall.
get over the wall, but no, he's up there.
Okay,
It
he
is.
just waits a little bit, tries to bait out some spells.
All right, and here we go. Here,
Clone ETC going in.
interesting pick to clone the
Half
ETC.
damage. They're trying to get some control, so maybe the regular ETC can get a mosh pit.
They're probably just trying to
Yeah,
stall
just
right
try-
now for Zul to catch up. I mean, he's just not running up. Although
See?
Jimmy just
See,
lost a
see,
lot.
that's
an
what I was
interesting
thinking.
mosh onto,
Some
and then-
control
And
there.
the
Gusting.
That's like our
the mosh,
team.
yeah.
That's our team.
That's an interesting choice, Falstad, but
Oh,
gonna go down for that. The Hyperion comes
Yeah.
out to counter engage. ETC going down to half. Zul getting a little bit of damage. He's down
Pop
about to
his
half. He
shield.
pops his shield, so he's all right. He's backed out, but that
I don't know,
there was a
that
little bit of
gust
miscommunication.
was-
that
Some
looks like a
anti-synergy
pew gust
there.
there.
That does look like a pew gust, but that definitely shows a little bit,
I don't know if that was an
maybe a
Xbox
little bit of
gust.
miscommunication.
I don't play false
Maybe
set
they
for
thought
us.
that he was going to hit some people on the left side. He did kind of angle that gust, so he was only hitting the two on the very edge. I guess he anticipated that ETC was going to capture some people on the other side, separate the two off back towards the temple, and then have the others in the mosh.
I think the better gust there would have just been take the two you have in the mosh pit, blow the rest away guaranteed, and then focus on what you have.
Maybe
Yeah, it
you
could
just-
be interesting.
I would've held it.
Especially
I
with the
would've
two
held it.
being you pushing away being it was Lunar or Jimmy, right? So you're taking the damage out of the fight.
Yeah. So
But
now
they're still
they've
up in
got
XP.
they're up in XP.
Well,
They
Abathur
get to
damage.
keep their walls.
Abathur's
Abathur
doing
big
what
push
Abathur does.
Abathur,
The-
yeah,
the
Abathur
fight
just
mid.
making sure that he's going
Yeah,
here.
16 gives them a lot of push.
ETC clone goes in again.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not
They like
sure
the
on these
control of
ETC
it.
clones. I do like the control, but
Skeletal
I'm not
Mage is
sure
just-
it's doing what they need in these fights.
They don't have the best clone target. I think the best they got is Falstad.
I mean, Falstad and Zul both.
Zul's level, because it's his base stats, he just doesn't do enough damage with his spells.
But
it's
you
still-
get
it's
the
same
second
thing.
route, you get the other cleave.
It's the same thing. You get a CC with ETC, and it's kind of like you're thinking.
But
the same
Zul still
way.
brings more damage than ETC at base.
Yeah.
And the cleave lets him hit multiple people at the same time while reducing attack speed.
The AoE is definitely the biggest, and especially the attack speed. As, they still do have Lunar and Jimmy, who both, like Jimmy is going to give them the extra attack speed. Plus, they've got Artanis, who went
Boss.
season marksman, so he really
This
wants
is
to
a
get those auto attacks off.
Greedy boss, but
Not that greedy. We see
they-
all of Onslaught rotate up top towards Bruisers.
yeah,
This is
they saw him rotate.
pretty well
They-
Yeah,
timed.
and they've got the
It's
Wisp over here,
good
so they're
time.
seeing that they're just leaving here. The
And they
Wisp
all
pulling them
respond to
back,
the
so
gust.
this is really
The
good
Wisp,
here.
I mean,
and
Now,
then just
interesting to note,
Hyperion
Falstad
just throw it
actually
out there
went
just in case.
Tailwind build
Yeah.
with Flow Rider and
Get
Aerial
those
Gust. Now,
abilities up.
that is interesting. He feels safe enough that he's just saying, I'm going to have the time to keep my Tailwind active.
He's been out of the fight, and then when he goes into the fight, he knows there's kills to be had. He's been a very good Falstad so far.
Yeah.
Abathur using the Bruiser's top to get his swift push going.
Yeah, this is going to be really rough. Falstad didn't go W build, so he's not going to necessarily get this down super quickly, this boss. Now, this is interesting. Another clone.
This one's
one
on
is
Falstad.
just to aggressively try
pulling
and
him
defend.
away.
Some damage.
Yeah, it's
They're
not a bad
not pushing
choice
anymore.
It allows him to just sit behind them freely, but I think he's playing a little bit like he's going to die too easily. He could have gotten a bit more damage in there, I think, early on, but that's still good. He did get a lot of damage onto Archer. The gust to disengage them, try and keep that.
Pass is going up though.
Only losing about a quarter of the health on the keep, a little bit more, so that's pretty good.
Oh, and there.
Fujin is now very
They're keeping this going.
He's got
There's the
root,
mosh.
and there's a
Mosh
mosh onto 3 as Titch walks in.
Oh,
that is such a good
bunch.
palm as ETC goes down.
Oh, great.
Titch
palm
jumping
by
in, the Murden's looking for the stun, and he's gonna
Zool's
get
gonna go too.
down goes Zool.
Murden very low, but
They're gonna
2 for
face
nothing
tank this.
swap right now, and Murden is going to heal up in the back.
Yeah, that was very good on them. That was a really good gust to disengage.
But top lane,
but then they
Abathur's
just got a
they're
little
trading
too
keeps.
strong. They are trading keeps here. This is really good for the red team.
Great Abathur
That
play.
Abathur is just
Very
he's
aware.
been on top of his global presence all game.
So keep for keep.
Keep for
That's a
keep
good
is-
situation, meaning they lost 2 for nothing, but they still got to keep.
Exactly. And that's what's keeping them in this game. Now,
Yeah,
blue
Abathur
team has now pulled ahead now that they evened up on the kills.
They have the best
But-
of you 20 in a second.
Yep, it's going to be 20, so it's going to be any man's game at this point. It's pretty much, the big thing is, this is
is gonna
already
get
going to
keep.
get a keep.
Yes.
This is going to be a big problem once 2 keeps are down. It's going to make it a lot harder for them to leave their base here. Now, that's going to be
It's either
okay.
to start walking on the front gate of the next. Wait, or is this on the keep too?
This one should be on the keep as well. This had
No,
only...
the
Oh,
fountain-
yep, that's right. Coming from bottom, it does have the fountain there.
It's now starting to poke the keep, though. It's going to get that to half health-ish.
Just
Maybe
under half health
because of the burst at the end.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Unless it splits off to the tower too. I've seen that happen randomly.
Ooh.
Like
That's
I don't
40%
know.
health left there.
Well, 20's come in and we're gonna have a fight here, and this fight's gonna pretty much determine the game.
Possibly.
Oh, yeah, it's
depending
fun.
on how many fall.
By the way,
Mosh Pit's not up for 23.
I do want to just point out, as Fonzie said, no disrespect to any of the teams by our comments. If we try to say something that we do feel maybe was not the best decision,
Oh, it's just an
we've
opinion.
we've had some great play here. Everybody's playing really well.
Very close game.
Honestly, this is an extremely close game. This is
Yes.
one of the closest games I think we've casted so far.
Probably should just run through the storm talents really quick. For
Yeah,
both
running through the
teams.
storm talents. Let's see, with the blue team,
Upgraded
Lennar
vines.
upgraded her vines, so she's going to be doing them faster, get a little bit
Nexus
more range.
Frenzy.
Nexus Frenzy, interesting, very aggressive choice.
Force of Will.
He's going Force of Will. That's really, really good. It's going to keep him alive even longer.
He can carry in a fight if he has stacks. He's a marksman now.
Oh,
Hardened
yeah.
Shield.
Hardened Shield for Murden, definitely going to keep him alive. He's already just
that
such a
Storm
great
That's
guy.
Storm Shield on
And that is Storm Shield.
Carries it.
So they're really looking to stay alive in these fights. And so far, that has worked out really well for them. These long engagements, just really favorable for them, especially against Abathur comps. That is just really good. Abathur only has so much time to be in a fight with Clone. Rhaegar can only heal so much. Because he's got those AoE heals, but he's only got limited so much by his mana pool. It does have a decent length cooldown, where Karazim can just keep punching things and get those heals.
Did Zool take the level 20 scythe?
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did take the level 20 side.
That's really good. That can destroy some palms and make them get barely any health.
That can, but it has to be the killing blow because in the palm animation, this can wear off.
Okay. Yeah.
Rhaegar with
full
the
sec.
Storm Shield matching Karazim, so that's really good for them.
ETC
ETC with the
Blink.
Blink,
We're
so
going with
Blink
those
Mosh
big
Pits are
Mosh.
going to be great. Abathur
Nest.
going Nest, so he's just saying, I'm going to get these keeps down, I'm going to work on it,
He needs to go
try and
bottom
even
and try to
out,
get
and
block.
Falstad making sure his global presence is known with that epic mount. Now they're trying to position for a fight, ETC looking
Yeah,
for
they
the
need
best
the-
opportunity.
They need it.
They're very grouped up already, so
Now
this
they're
could be
alone.
very good.
The false they're pulling up.
Lot
There's
down,
Hyperion.
going
Ooh,
out.
there's the pulse. This could be big. They should.
They can just walk
maybe
away
just-
from these ults to have a
Yep.
chance here.
Okay, the
Their
false
Falstad's-
clone going behind Murden, taking a lot of damage after he's been
Popping
rooted.
out.
Clones down.
Ooh,
Rhaegar taking a
Rhaegar
lot of
take-
health here.
Down.
Oh,
and, he gets
swapped
swapped
in.
back
Ma-
in, but
but the
such a
Mosh
mosh
saves
it.
on 4. That is incredible
But no
by
damage
There's
there.
ERD.
just
Get
not
out.
damage left because you have Falstead and Rager both running away with nothing.
Oh,
Zool's about to
this
drop.
looks like the end for Red
The
Team.
Ooh,
old coming
we-
in just too late.
Just a little too late. That was a really good mosh, hitting 4 people and
Red
making
Team might
sure-
not have the shot to push core, though.
Yeah,
But Lunara is backing to try to stop that.
Well,
yeah, they will end up with a
With
little
the
bit of
people
damage.
losing, I like the idea, but Lunara is there to respond.
Yeah, and blue
And it
team
looks
just
like blue
saying,
team
you
will
know
win
what?
the
We
core.
took out your biggest members. Let's just get on the core. They don't need these points.
Gust
now the
is
points,
the points is just
yeah,
a safe way
they
to guarantee
guarantee
the
the
they get
win.
game,
it.
but
They-
they're
they
just
have to
saying,
win.
let's just end this the quick way. Walk up and just get the damage in.
Yeah, this was a really close game.
This was an incredible game. I mean, everybody's
Oh,
showing
we don't even
their
get the
moments of
kerosene
strength.
kill at the end.
That mosh pit was amazing. Great Abathur play all day game from the red team. Blue team, great capitalization.
Karazin with the palms on point.
The palms were great. The palms, I don't think I saw a missed palm.
I don't think I saw too
No.
many deaths after Palm was picked up.
Yeah.
He was keeping everyone alive. Very good Karazin play.
Yeah, overall, I think everybody in this
Not
game...
many kills this game. Close
Yeah.
game, 20 minutes, 7 kills to 5. 4
Very-
kills on the Artanis for the blue team, and only 1 death on Raynor.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate. They definitely really did bully Artanis when he's in his weakest. Oh, what's going on, Spagooter? How you doing tonight, buddy?
That was a very good game.
Oh, thank you,
East
my
Coast
friend,
Speeders
for
coming
letting
out?
us cast.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. That was a great game. Everybody performed really well. Now, everybody, there were a couple interesting talent choices to really highlight, like the Artanis' season marksman. We talked about that a little bit throughout the game. Let's see, Zool having a smart pick at 20, trying to get rid of that palm, because the palm, as we were just saying,